Good evening, gamers. How's it going? Hope you are all having a good Thursday evening. I've got some. Hi, Chilif. What's up? Voice jump scare. I started so quiet. Um, got some death and taxes here for you. Surprise, surprise. I've changed a single card. I cut one plains for another fetch land, and that's it. That's it from this current list. Um, I have some ideas for things we might try on Sunday. I'm not going to spoil them because I don't want to commit to them either, because I will be playing a Pauper tournament on Sunday, and it is entirely possible that by the end of that, my brain will be fried, but we'll see how it goes. But otherwise, yeah, we are basically just playing the exact same list that we played on Sunday, just with a very slightly changed mana base. We're going to see how it goes. Oh shit. I am playing the Jund Sadistic Glee deck. Anyway, we got Goblin Lackey on the other side. This should be a good game. I'm gonna, yeah, I fetch a scrub land here to play the Aether Vial, and then I'll Thoughtseize next turn. Cavern on Goblin and Lackey. Yep, there's Lackey. Well, okay, nice. Mother of Ruins is a very good draw there. Let's see what it's got going on. So I think I'm pretty much forced to take the Gem Palm Incinerator here because I really need this Mom to block the Lackey. So I'm going to do that. And then, yeah, I'll keep a third land for sure. Yep, Gem Palm Incinerator gone. All right, made it out alive. What do you got? Smog War Marshal? Yeah, works for me. Do I bother playing a Flicker Wisp here? I could flicker out the Goblin token. I don't think I really need to do that. I think I would probably rather Surveil here and try to find a better 3-drop. Sash is basically a blocker. Yeah, this will work. Yep, makes sense. Alright, so we can play Matron, Broadside, Pash. Imagine it's probably Matron. No, it's Broadside. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can block this token, right? Because at any point I can get the Sash up to a 4/4, at which point it won't die. Yeah. And just removing material here is good. So, it means I can't fetch in the end step, but I think that's okay. Yeah, so now I can make that bigger. I'll get planes here and eat that. So Sash will be a 3/3. Broadside resolves 1 damage. Get 1 bigger. There we go. Cool. So pretty happy with that exchange overall. That is also very good for me. Pretty sure I just get a GT here. Yeah, especially with the Wisp coming soon. Am I attacking or am I leaving the Sash back? I think I am attacking because I think I'm actually probably just wisping the broadside before combat. I guess it'll depend what. Alright, he does draw a land. Could play Sling Gang. Sling Gang's pretty good here. Yeah. So I think here I'm happy to, yeah, I'll wisp the broadside. And if I draw a land, the game's like over. I'm going to keep the vial on 3. Wrong land. Damn it. Let's see. Yeah, I want that. That's very he said tap land moment. Okay, so I will go ahead and attack with the Wisp. I'm not going to bother attacking with Sash here. And I think I'm just going to do the same thing in combat. Just blink the broadside before it can attack, and then the game might actually just be over after that because I can put the Sash on the Wisp with the GT. Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me. Peshelik with the Sling Gang could be a problem. But he still has to use a lot of resources to make that all work. Is there a way to check the formal wear count without incrementing it? There isn't, but that is a good thing to think about for future. I think I'm realizing I actually just need to let the broadside attack here. Because I really want to, in my end step, wisp out the Pashelik Mons to make him commit to using it on things. Or to make him like use his Sling Gang to like kill my Wisps. And that can actually just like happily double block here. Let me make sure I'm not just like dead here. So it would be 2, 4, 6. Oh, I might actually just be dead. I should have done this math here. So throw a goblin at me. Throw in, or so you could sack a goblin to sling gang. Each goblin does 2 damage. That would put me to 10. Um, he could throw slinging at me for 4/3. Okay, so I think I'm not dead. I think I'm actually okay. I will see if there's a way to check the formal wear count though. So he's gonna kill the Stoneforge in combat. I think I'm actually not gonna put the Jite in because if I tap out of this 3 mana, then he can throw Sling Gang at the Lion Sash and kill my Wisp. Just feeling a little risky to me. I think if I just leave that mana up so Sash is definitely alive and then have the Wisp for the end step, then I'm in a pretty good position. Okay. This is starting. Got it. Okay, so he's dealing 6 to the Wisp here. But now Sling Gang has been used and the broadside has been used, so there's no further way to cause a creature to die. So I think I just Wisp. I think now what I can do is let this damage resolve, put in Jite, Wisp my Stoneforge, and then next turn I have Phantom Blade plus Wisp with Jite on it, and then I think we're golden. Yeah, we're going to be shuffling, doing this, we're going to be shuffling away a Swords to Plowshares we know is on the top, but I think we just have to let that happen because we're going to be in a very good position after this. Now we'll take this up. This is whenever a Goblin controls dies, so I want to kill this now before anything else can happen. That's okay. I guess maybe I'm supposed to just... Yeah, okay, we'll see. Yeah, I might have been supposed to just Phantom Blade in response to that, because I doubt I'm going to be killing anything other than this broadside next turn anyway, so... So Matron and one other card in hand still. Alright, in beginning of combat, activate Phantom Blade, equip to Stoneforge, kill Broadside. Yep. This could be Matron for munitions expert. Yep. He basically has to use it now. Yeah, okay. Ooh. That's fine. I'm going to get rid of... Just get rid of the colored mana. Use this now. Blink the Phantom Blade and nothing else. Go to end step, and then... I don't think it matters a ton what I get rid of. I guess Goblin Matron is the highest CMC for another Broadside Bombardiers. And we're over. Okay, cool. Fiu. Okay, we got Containment Priest, we got some Path to Exiles, and an Opposition Agent. I think that's probably it. Wrath of the Skies, most of the scary stuff in Goblins is 3-drops, so I don't really want to be spending 5 mana on that. And we can very easily cut the Spirits. And I guess that's just it. Lauren isn't great, but I'm certainly going to be happy enough if we kill an Aether Vial with it. Yeah, this looks fine to me. Interesting. I think it's really easy to just die with this hand, but I'm going to keep it anyway. Our mana is very stable. Ooh, no play on turn 1. That's very good for this hand. Turn 2 Aether Vial. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Emperor now, I think. Obviously there's nothing to exile, but just getting stuff in play is gonna be good. I will keep permanents in my yard for a potential Lion Sash later. Still nothing, huh? Okay. That is a very nice draw. I'm going to go ahead and backstreet. Maybe we'll hit a really sick card to play. No. I think it's like reasonable to keep this Aether Vial, given that our hand isn't really hurting for anything in particular. But I don't think I want to spend my entire next draw step on that. So still exiling nothing. Attack for 2. wonder what's going on over there. Unknowable. I think I'm going to wisp his Aether Vial, because if he's not doing anything now, then it'll probably also be tough for him to do anything if I flicker the Vial. Probably the worst part about this is taking away the white card for our Solitude, kind of, because I don't really want to pitch a Swords to cast a Swords. But we're probably going to get to just cast the Solitude next turn anyway if we need to, so I think it's mostly okay. Disruptor Flute. It's probably going on the Mother of Runes, and we're going to get Furied, and it's going to suck. That is what I am getting from this. Okay, at least he has to pitch a card to Fury. That's something. Ow. He has... Oh, okay. I guess that's what he's been holding up mana for this whole time. Do I Solitude this? Thank you for the sub, Pepperjack. Yeah, that Fury was really mean. I'm just glad he didn't get to hardcast it. I think I should just do this. It really doesn't feel very good. I would believe that I'm supposed to just let him take this fetch because I have more lands anyway. I am perfectly willing to believe that that's just the wrong play, but that is a really good card to be drawing, though. This is an extreme formal wear moment, so I'm going to put that in real quick. Yeah, we're up to 45 formal wear moments. But yeah, Stoneforge for formal wear here would be amazing. I am still going to get Stoneforge, but it sure would be nice if I could get a formal wear with it. I think I'm getting Jite. Pretty sure I'm getting Jite, yeah. Matron. Probably Matron for whatchamacallit? Munitions expert again. Yep. Man, formal wear would be so much better than Jite here. Interesting. going after that now. I figured he would wait because it means that I couldn't get GT counters this turn. Oh boy. Okay. So I think we Emperor for Stoneforge for Phantom Blade here. It could also just be for Cauldra. It's probably for Cauldra. Yeah. Get Stoneforge. Activate Emperor. Get Cauldra. Put in Cauldra. And next turn, we'll get to GT something. If we draw a land, we get to GT and put Yorion in our hand for next turn. Feeling pretty good right now. Yeah, Mr. Bones is going off very happily. Some friendly banter in chat. I'm sure he'll be. He said he literally opened the stream and then closed it at like the next millisecond once he saw that we were paired up. So I'm sure he'll be popping in after the match. I did not play the Spooky Scary Skeleton song. I'm sorry. If I had the technology, maybe I would, but I'm just not that advanced of a streamer, unfortunately. Broadside. Okay. I am taking some damage. I assume throwing a flute at the Emperor. That makes a lot of sense. I will not block anything else. I take 4, sir. Alright. Windswept Teeth. It's not really what I'm after, but sure. I guess I get to put Yorn in my hand for next turn. Yeah. I don't know about that, Jax. All right. Yeah, I am going to get Yorion in my hands. And yeah, I'll pass. This could be like a matron for a sling gang. Could be a little bit concerning. I think it's the most likely thing for him to get, honestly. If he gets Sling Gang, I think I still have to kill the broadside, so it doesn't really change much. Yeah, throwing flute at the Emperor makes sense. Statements dreamed up by the utterly deranged. Yep, there's Sling Gang. I guess I'm actually supposed to... I should do this now. Because if I let him go to combat before the Sling Gang is in play, then that will be a problem. I am winning, I think. This attack is slightly concerning, but I think I'm still winning. So if he vials in Sling Gang, it represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. If I block, it would just be 8. 9 damage notably would lose to a second Sling Gang. And I can't really see any other way that I lose the game. So I think I'm supposed to block. I'm supposed to block something with higher CMC. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is lackey. He opened the stream and then closed it like a millisecond later once we got paired. So I'm sure he'll be back to talk about it after. Games have been very tight, although I have punished a couple of his plays. He punished one of mine. There was a Fury that he cast earlier that was I guess it was a 3 for 2 because he didn't get a chance to hard cast it, but. Okay, resolves. Mog War Marshal. Okay. That represents a good chunk of damage. I'm still shouldn't be dead, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. Interesting. So I definitely have to attack. I don't think that's even a question. And I think I just have to kill the Sling Gang right away and then just see what happens. I'm pretty sure that's what we do here. Uh-huh. You can drain me for, at most, another 7. But it's just the 2. Okay. Then I'll go ahead and blow up the Aether Vial, move the Jite over, and then Wasteland the Badlands. And then hopefully that limits the worst thing that could happen to me here. I think we might just be dead to broadside. I don't think there's any way we play around it. I think we just are dead to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All right, we got there. Phew. Would Blink Cauldron with Yorion... Blink Cauldron with Yorion and equip Jite beat broadside. Yes. Yeah, it would. It would not beat... maybe. And maybe that... Yeah, maybe that's good enough because... blowing up the vial really... I guess blowing with the vial on 4, I guess, doesn't even really matter that much at that point. So maybe that is the play. It's not that the one of the blockers having first strike, I think, is more important than having 2 of them, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, very unfair that I say last match before bed and I have to do that. Yeah, that was something. Good games for all that things certainly went away. My favorite thing about matches against goblins is that it really does feel like the most combat mathy like matchup that there can be. Underground Sea, huh? You gonna entomb? Never heard of it. Yeah. Good for you. Really didn't expect the second wisp. I was wondering if you're supposed to expect it, but it's hard to say for sure. Things still lose if you double block the bomba. Oh yeah, that's true because we're not getting GT counters in first strike. That's the important part. Yeah. So Wasteland reanimate days. Wasteland reanimate days. Animate that. There we go. I could dig for a Caracas here. I think I'm probably not supposed to, though. Maybe I am supposed to. Just annoying into this Wastelands and the days. I am not playing a Lauren in my list. Or no, yes I am. Am I playing a Lauren? I am. I think it's pretty cuttable, but I am still playing it for now at least. Am I digging for Caracas here? Or I guess, or Swords to Plowshares, I guess. I think I am going to. It's annoying into the Wastelands, but we don't want that. At least we have a lot of lands in our hand, so could be worse in that respect. Undercity Sewers gets discarded. Okay. All right. Well, I now have 2 answers for that Animate Dead. I'm going to get this first Stoneforge Dazed. Yep. Yep, you got it. This was all foreseen. I'll play a basic so that I can definitely cast this Skyclave next turn. But I'm going to get a Phantom Blade as well, so I have 2 potential ways to answer this Atraxa. Not through Fatal Push, though. Okay, I'm at 7. Don't play a frog, because that would be dumb. They played a frog. That's dumb. Okay. Yeah, Stoneforge grabbing a Doomblade is sick. I agree. A very annoying turn to draw this Swords to Plowshares. I think what I have to do is I have to Skyclave the frog here? Because the frog represents lethal where the Atraxa doesn't. Which is a really weird thing to say. But I'm pretty sure I need to Skyclave the frog, and then next turn I try to lure in the Animate Dead, and if that gets countered, I Swords the Atraxa. And then from there we're at 1, but we'll figure it out. And we got forced anyway. Cool. Didn't matter. Okay. Reanimator for you. So we'll board in all of these and these 2 cards. Did they spend the Reanimate? They did not spend the Reanimate. They still had Reanimate and Animate Dead in their hands. Just get rid of the Wisp, get rid of the Jite, get rid of the Lauren. I think it's usually Moms from there lately. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm not as big of a fan of Leyline right now, just because like it's not very good versus Psychic Frog, and I think Grafdigger's Cage is just very well positioned, and it kind of mostly solves the problem that Leyline does. I haven't seen very much Black-Red around in particular, which makes me less interested in Leyline. Because you don't need turn 0 hate against Blue-Black. You at least get your first turn before something dumb happens. If this had 2 lands, I would be pretty into it, but we can do better than this. If this had 2 lands, I would keep it, but we can do better than this. Okay. Guess I put back the second Stone Forge. Which of these lands do I put back? I'm gonna put back Caracas. They'll never attract me. It's fine. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to do about this one. Sometimes you mull to five, find no hate, and your opponent entombs on turn 1. Yeah, okay. Well, sure. Yeah, literally just not much to do. Yeah, that looks fine. Last seen playing Doomsday today, huh? Well, I guess at least I have a spirit in my hand. Yeah, Cage with formal wear isn't nothing. But I think even more so than in the grief days, if I have a cage in play, I don't know that I'm that worried about my formal wear not working. I think the games where that causes a loss are more so the exception, I guess, is what I would say. Interesting. I could wasteland. Wasteland after double pedal brainstorm into fetch brainstorm. I think I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna wasteland. Could put spirit into play next turn. I'm sure I'll get punished for this, but whatever. Tamio, sure. I can certainly deal with that. Uh, Yeah, I think I do want another land. And I think I'm going to cast Recruiter here, and I think I'm just going to get a Flicker Wisp. Or I could Violin Recruiter for a Stoneforge. It's the other option. Oh, got it. Thank you. Later. All right, let me check the clock. So if I get a Wisp, I have 7 power in play, so 7 14, so it'd be a 3-turn clock. If I go for Stoneforge, it would be 5 6 7 8. So actually, yeah, I think I want to get a Stoneforge here. Stoneforge for Cauldra represents a quicker clock, so I think that's worth it when we're not really looking for anything in particular. Also, it plays around days, I guess, if that matters. Okay. Game's over. Cool. I am assuming that this is Doomsday Frog Tameo. And I'm going to bring in the opposition agent and the surgical extractions. I'm going to cut the GT. I'm not sure what else. Because I don't really want the Lauren, and then maybe we can shave a Wisp. Seems fine. Yeah, I don't think I want to board in more removal. We have enough. We have enough for like 8 creatures when 4 of them get answered by a land. I'm gonna not keep this one, I think. I'm more into this one, but we really need to draw lands after this. But we at least got a lot of interaction for the early game, so I'll put back a Recruiter, keeping the opposition agent because it's a lot higher upside. I am guessing it's Doomsday from... There's not many decks that play Lotus Petal, Underground Sea, and Tameo. Let's put it that way. So, in addition to the fact that apparently they were playing Doomsday today, according to according to Goldfish. So, luckily for me, Doomsday might be bad, but everything they do in this build makes the matchup better for me. So, Days, sure. Yeah, the very first thing they did was Petal Brainstorm, so... I think the Thoughtseize is still more important. It's less mana efficient, but... Daze, Doomsday, Petal, Street Wraith. Yeah, goodbye, Doomsday. Nice, the Spear is just going to get dazed anyway. All according to plan. Yeah, the freebies versus Doomsday because of the fair plan are just so nice. Yeah, now I get to play Spirit around Days. Cool. Fatal Push. That's mean. No, goodbye, opposition agent. Street Wraith gets used, okay. Seems a little weird to me, but okay. Nice, that's a really good draw. I believe this is another Formalware moment. I think the thing I would most like to do is Stoneforge for Formalware here. Am I wrong about that? It's either that or it's Spirit. But I'm pretty sure I would Stoneforge for Formalware here and just put Opposition Agent back in play. Yeah, I'm calling it. Since we cannot do that, I think I'm just going to get Spirit, because it just turns off so many top decks. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about Bone Man for Opposition Agent, but I don't think I want to leave. I don't think I want to have to leave 2 mana up every turn is my main problem with that line. All right, what do we got here? I'll get rid of a Mom. I don't really need that. Fatal Push again? Okay. They have Daze and something. Why are you stopping in my draw step? What's up with that? Okay. Alright, this recruiter's going the distance, apparently. Yorion in hand, holding up swords, and Caracas. I'll fetch end of turn. No Surveil lands left, unfortunately, but what are you going to do? I'm getting desperate. Good Skyclave Lotus Petal here, but doesn't really do anything. I think I just want to Yorion. I think, okay, Force pitches the Daze. Got it. Okay. Fully empty-handed. I think the recruiter was going to get an Emperor of Bones there, because there's a possibility that I would just have lethal next turn. No, if they hadn't forced, I would be able to put them to 2 this turn. Which isn't nothing, but not quite good enough. Okay. I will now be Skyclaving that Lotus Petal. Do you have another Fatal Push? No, okay. They just didn't want to get a 0/0 illusion later, I guess. Their loss. And they have conceded. Sick. Somebody say Doomsday is a hard matchup? I don't get it. That was easy as hell. Oh, fuck. Alright. It's over. Fun's over, everybody. I'm on the draw against Oops. Okay, I mean, if there's a card that I could play in game one that's gonna matter, it's Solitude, so I'll keep it. Oh no. Oh no. I told him you said hi. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. He says hi back. He's passing the turn. There's a chance. It's annoying how bad Emperor of Bones is against Oops because nothing in their graveyard matters until you're dead. There's like no way there's going to be like a a card in their graveyard that you're going to be happy that you kill on the or happy that you exile in a combat step. It's funny, he was just saying, "Don't worry, it's a slow hand," and then I died. Let's see if he goes for the therapy, even though there's absolutely no reason to. Nope, we're dead. All right, well we got some cards for this matchup. Graph Digger's Cage is good. White Orchid Phantom's fine. Surgical's great. Containment Priest is great. I might also want the Paths, but not sure. Definitely get these Spirits out of here. I don't really want these Skyclaves. Don't want that Lauren. Don't really want this Jite. And I probably just don't play Path. Could play Path over like a Plains, maybe? Something like that. Oh, I don't really want Phantom Blade. Plath, yeah, I know. Plath has been called. I am playing 2 copies of Sylvia Plath. And they aren't good, but they can literally have text. And sometimes that's all you need in this matchup. I would love to play first Magic the Gathering online, thank you. These shadowy backstreets are really getting me today. Oh my god. Have I heard of a sideboard card? Real question. He kept 6. God. This can't be real, right? Like, the problem is I have to... For this, if this hand is real, it means I have to keep Solitude, Path, and one of the white cards. Which means that... Yeah, we can do better than this. This is better there. Okay, cool. Get rid of Swamp, get rid of Mom. Get rid of Stoneforge, I guess? Called it that. I know that a sideboard plan he has is just to board up to 4 Thassa's Oracles and just like mill your deck but cast the Thoracle from hand. So I'm going to have to be mindful of that as a possibility. I hope it doesn't come to that, but we'll see. Okay. Okay. Um... This is a very interesting one. I think that it's easy take Oracle, but I want to be mindful of the possibility that he did board into 4 of them. Um, but I think we take it because if we draw a Surgical and we just get rid of the Oracle, then everything's fine. And putting it into the graveyard isn't a downside because we have the Sash to exile it. So yeah, we're going to take the Oracle. Whoa. Whoa. That was nuts. All right. Okay. I think I just have to take turns off the clock, so I'm at least going to use 1 mana on making the Sash bigger. Especially because getting into 16 means that 1 more activation means it's a 4-turn clock. And now I exile the Thassa's Oracle, and I have a 2-turn clock. No. That sucks. Back to a 6-turn clock. No. Where's my third land? Come on. Alright. Yeah, right? This is like the least punishable mom attack matchup ever. It's so messed up. I mean, she's getting in there. I was also expecting like cast Bridge from Below Concede or like cast Thoughtseize just for info on potential sideboarding, something like that. There we go. Okay. Attack with Mom one more time. All of these are unfortunate. Oh no, Sink into Stupor. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, we made it. Game 3. All right, let's not die on turn 1. Just play a tap land and pass, or let me have Surgical. Nope. Not this. 3 Wastelands is very funny and not what I'm after. This might be good enough because of how much hate it has on turn 2, but that's still turn 2. Obviously worth noting, like, these games for from the Oops side have been slower. Their deck is slower than it used to be, but there is always the chance that you just die. So it's hard to know how much of a risk you can take. I think I have to keep this because, like, I'm basically looking for, like, at most, like, 5-ish cards. I think I just keep this. I think I keep this and put back the Witch Enchanter. Yeah. Just have an Archimedes in your hands. That's my request. Oh my god. Chat. I was actually supposed to pitch the Sash instead. Yeah, there is a Memories Journey in here somewhere. Let me see, there's all 4 Spirit Guides are in the yard. It's the Memories Journey. There's the Memories Journey. So yeah, he's used all the Elvish Spirit Guide. Yeah, all the Spirit Guides and Petals are in the yard, so should be over. Oh, there might be there is a Jack-o'-lantern. Okay, that's what there it is. So Wasteland, Surgical, Cage. So I have like 9 outs. Nope. We're not dead yet though. Yeah. Oh, did he just? What? Am I missing something? Hello? Hello? Oh no, my Moto's crashing. No, I didn't want to do that. All right, I'm gonna have to message him later. I'm curious if I'm missing something or if it was just a yeah. I don't know. Faulted Form is like the best Oops player. I don't like. It seems like a weird mistake, but I mean I have made mistakes like that before. Yeah. He just like went to his draw step and lost when he forgot to set the upkeep stop. Okay, there you are. I was like, wait, what happened? Yeah, I mean the mistakes just happen sometimes. Like there's not really a whole lot to do about it, but um, like I said, I've done it before too. It happens. I was just like, wait, hold on a second. Um, so I think once we're at that point, we're basically digging for Thoughtseize and nothing else. Um, the it's either actually I think it is literally Thoughtseize and nothing else because we bored out the Skyclaves, so we don't actually have an answer to just um when you Memories Journey there, it's just pedal Thassa's Oracle, right? There's no other lines really. Because if that's the case, we don't have any answers to pedals on board. So if you just like draw pedals as you cast them from your hands, I think we are definitely just dead. But if you're holding the pedals, then we could win. If we find a Thoughtseize. Assuming that's what you're getting with the Memories Journey. But yeah, I'll take a Doomsday into Oops after just getting like a turn like Entomb reanimated by Reanimator twice. Playing Oops 4 days ago? No, not Oops again. Oh, that's I do have Witch Enchanters. It probably is too much, but there's a chance. Go away. Stop. This shadowy backstreet will not leave me alone. I'm gonna keep it, but yeah. Oh nope. Not oops even a little bit. Okay. Do I wasteland this Eldrazi Temple or do I play Shadowy Backstreet? I'm pretty sure I wasteland it. If you couldn't cast anything now, you're not going to be able to cast it later either, so. It's just Kozilek's command for a spawn and a... Yeah, sure. If that's what your Kozilek's command did, I think that's kind of a deal for me. Yeah, wasting a top deck swamp would be pretty sick. Any untapped black source would be fine. Okay. Alas. I don't want another Wisp here. Yeah, I kind of saw that coming, but it looks like, yeah, they're not even going to be able to wasteland me this turn anyway, so I'll live with it. They take a Lion Sash. Okay. That seems odd to me, but okay. I don't... This It That Heralds the End is a little bit annoying, but this game is going to go long enough that this Sowing Myco spawn is going to be cast, and I'm going to be really annoyed about it, so I'm just getting it out of here. I guess with this hand, I sort of get why they took the Lion Sash, because it's the thing that can most easily... I guess I shouldn't say most easily. It's a thing that could trade 1-for-1 with this Thought-Knot Seer over a couple of turns, so... notably, unless they draw a land, they can't waste us and cast It That Heralds the End, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, that's fine. Even better. I'm going to do this now in case I draw an Aether Vial or something like that. No. Okay. I guess the other thing I could have drawn was another shadowy backstreet. Okay, I'm going to recruit, and I think... What am I recruiting for here? I think I'm just going to get a Stoneforge. Yeah, they're super behind. I'll just get a Stoneforge and kill him. Cool. It's like the first time I've had a win against Eldrazi that was like even approaching easy. I am so used to it being the most stressful and impossible matchup ever. So we'll get rid of the spirits. Oh, I want Opposition Agent for this matchup because I cannot deal with Sowing Myco Spawn being cast against me. I will truly lose it. Get rid of Lauren, and then probably don't want Jite. It's just so mana intensive. Sash is also mana intensive, but at least it is a body I can just put on board. Yeah, I'll go with that. Oh, I was probably supposed to be cutting some number of moms here. I keep forgetting about that. They have Dismembers post board at least, so like they're not useless, but this hand at Plains, I would keep it. Yeah, GT against Fleshraker might be good enough. It's just, it's tough because the Uh, it's just so hard to ever get to the point where you can just like spend the mana to put GT on something and then also attack. Wastescape Battle Mage as a 2/2. I mean, hell yeah. They milled Tomb City and Wasteland. Nice. Mulling Vile double wait. Oh god. Okay, sure. I guess. Oh, we're live. Okay. The reason I don't like Vile double waste is like if they play a Chalice, that hand just explodes. Um, like we have no actual removal in that hand, so like if they play like a Fleshraker on their turn too, then the game is basically just over. Um, I don't know. I have a lot of problems with that hand. I understand like what the potential upside is, but there are so many ways that just goes horribly wrong that I'm just not really into it. Go on. Yep, I need that third lands because the only thing that we can do here is recruit for a Solitude. Um, yeah. We'll see what happens next, but I'm probably just dead. The One Ring. Hello? Volrath XP, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Thank you. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I'll take 4. I guess I recruit for another Solitude because there's no other way I win the game. There's just no shot that I can let this Glaring Fleshraker live another turn. But I assume that we are just super, super dead. What Duskmourn cards were you trying out? I haven't looked at the list very closely, or the set very closely, but the only one I know about that I'm trying is Chainsaw. Have a good night, though. Metamorphosis Fanatic. I don't know what that card is. Oh, right, that one. All right, have a good night. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, we're dead, but yeah, we can get out of here. All right, game 3. Going to be on the play, and we're not going to mulligan. How about that? Yeah. Like literally every opening hand has had a shadowy backstreet. This is really, really going, I don't know. Okay. We'll keep that for sure. Okay. Glaring Fleshraker resolves. So I think here I just want to or I guess I'll path and upkeep, but I'll backstreet again. I'm going to keep that. Path here, and then the lists right now only have one basic, so this White Orchid Phantom should be a strip mine. Or a wasteland, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Oh, hell yeah. They're just passing? Let's go. Is Modern Taxes? Yeah, I am currently thinking about that as a potential thing to do. The mana is going to be a little bit weirder. It's going to be harder to fit in with a with surveil lands around, but I kind of want to try it. See if I can fit some Maguses in the sideboard for matchups like this. Yeah, a lot of the lists have kind of gone down on lands, and one of the things they got rid of was the basic forest, which has been certainly happy about that from my side. I think Mycospawn is the most fake card they've ever printed. Okay, what do I want to get here? I could just get another White Orchid Phantom. I don't hate that because they haven't cast anything. They're not casting anything off of 6 mana here. Yeah, I'm going to go for White Orchid Phantom again. Yeah, I'm guessing there's going to be another Kozilek's command that could be what they're casting here. Imagine they're probably casting it for 2, maybe for 3. I guess there's no reason not to cast it for 4, right? If one of the modes you're picking is making spawn, there's no reason not to cast it for all of it. Keep 1 on top, 3 on the bottom. A white Eldrazi spell. Thought not. Okay. I think I just let this resolve. I could pitch Mom to Solitude, guarantee it's out of there. I don't hate that either. Yeah, I'll just do that. Ooh. They leave me with Emperor Bones. Oh, sure, of course. They just have another Thought Knot, of course. How could I think that I was going to get to cast a spell? Nice. I guess, again, they don't have any more basics, so I can just do this now. Yeah, I'm gonna get more white sources in play. Okay, cool. All right, Emperor Bones is going to exile this Solitude, so I have it ready for something dumb. I don't think anything else really matters, so we'll just do this. Do some attacking. I'm gonna put Yorion into my hand. There is a chance I'm just gonna end step Solitude. Actually, I am gonna do that. I am. Yeah. Ah, okay. Well, goodbye, Yorion. So I am going to end step Solitude, but it's not going to be nearly as sick because I'm not going to get back all of my creatures at once. Wow, and these draws are just not very good. Don't worry, Devour definitely crossed my mind as a very frustrating card for them to potentially play against me. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Gonna put Mom in so that I have 6 power in play. And hopefully this is enough. Obviously there's a lot of cards that just blow everything out of the water, but hopefully they don't draw it. We'll see. I'm happy that for them to draw and play an Ancient Tomb at the very least. Is this a... It looks like it is a Devourer. It is a Devourer. Okay. Goodbye, Emperor Bones. Naturally. I need to get lands out of my deck. Solitude? Thoughtseize. Well, that sucks. Okay. The fourth thought... The third? Fourth, third? The third Thought Knot is really the game winner here. Is this a kicked Myco spawn? It sure is. Okay. Yep, this is how this game's gonna go. I imagine they're getting an Ayavugan. No, they are getting a Wasteland. Okay. I think I'm happier with them getting a Wasteland than an Ayavugan, because it means that, like, I draw Solitude and things are looking okay again. Alright. Jump in here. Not like this. The one time my opponent plays Myco Spawn against me and I like have enough mana in play and I'm just flooding instead. I mean, technically. It's over. Well, that's a really frustrating way to lose that one. Just drawing lands like crazy. Are you talking about the trigger for Skyclave? It is not mandatory. I guess there's maybe an argument that I don't kill the Myco spawn because then I just I think I'm actually supposed to exile it though because it means that Wisp afterwards buys another turn. Yeah. Myco spawn is lethal solid blocks as a trade. Maybe making Solitude better is enough of a reason. I don't know. There's so many fake. HBomb066, thank you so much for the follow. I'm guessing this is not HBomber guy, but if you are, hello, what's up? Man, Eldrazi has so many fake cards in it, for real. I'm glad that I got to finally not just like go O2 get totally crushed by them. Although that would, given how long that game went, there was definitely a possibility that like we would have really been able to make use of Magus of the Moon in our deck. And I was kind of alluding to this at the start of the stream. I do have an idea, and it literally was trying Mardu, sort of going back to the, the micro splash on top of black for a particular card. I did that with it. It's been done with Magus in the past. I did it with Teague for a while, and maybe it's time to go back to doing it with Magus. We'll see. I haven't like looked at it super closely yet, but I'm imagining something like might honestly have to go down to, I think it's either go down to 4 planes or sacrifice one of the Surveil lands to get a plateau in there. I'm hesitant to cut a Surveil land. There's a possibility you could go down like 1 fetch. It would probably have to be like a Prismatic Vista, specifically, so that we're playing for 8, 9, 10. It'd be 11 potential red sources. For only 2 cards, I think that might be enough. Not totally sure. It does make, I think if I was doing it, I would probably just like cut the White Orchid Phantoms entirely, turn 2 of these into, right, you can't see this. Turn like 2 of these into Magus of the Moons, and this might be just like the 3rd path to exile, maybe something like that. Could be something totally different, like one emotional support, deafening silence or something. Could even see it be like a 3rd surgical extraction, or maybe I guess I'd probably do the 1st fairy macabre, something like that. Yeah, I think I'm sort of interested in trying that because it's funny. Like Blood Moon seems so good right now, but all of the Blood Moon decks aren't good. I guess by all I mean, like Moon Snobby just has problems dealing with specifically Psychic Frog, obviously. And that makes it a little tough to figure out what the rest of your deck's supposed to look like when you're bad against arguably the most played card in the format. 1 Glimmer Lens? No, I'm not into Glimmer Lens. I think there's, I don't know. That just has so little board impact for the mana investment that I'm just not really interested in it. What other things? There's a possibility. Um, I think as mentioned, this Lauren is pretty cuttable. I don't know necessarily what I would put into the main deck for it. Um, if I had that slot, it's hard to say. Honestly, in paper, that might just be the formal wear slot. Um, but I don't know what that means. Trilith, shut up. I was just about to say that, and I wasn't even being ironic. Um, I don't know what I would do with it online though. Um, it could maybe be like one bullet White Orchid Phantom. Um, but I feel like just the way that most decks are constructed right now, White Orchid Phantom, I feel like it's the second one that's really good. It's hard for the first to be that good. So I'm kind of iffy on that. I think the first can be a lot better against like post specifically. I think the first against like Eldrazi and a lot of Delver builds is like kind of whatever. Um, so not totally sure there, but it's worth thinking about at the very least. Yeah, I do actually think you can just consider Lauren to be. It depends how much Painter sticks around. I know that a lot of people were looking at it because it is very good against. Painter's great against Eldrazi. It feels like it was popular for a bit. Isn't as much now, but that's probably like my main like concern cutting Lauren. But it's not like that matchup is like unplayable without Lauren, certainly. So. Um, Also very good with a very good matchup for Wrath of the Skies in particular. So, so yeah, it was a 3-2 league. I'm glad we at least got better than 2-3. Especially the one loss was like fake, and the other one was like very close until deck just did not want to cooperate anymore, and that's how it goes sometimes. But hey, we beat Oops and Doomsday. Well, I guess beat Oops in quotes, and beat Doomsday in a league. So I will take it. I think that is. Any cards. The only new card that I can think of that's of interest is Chainsaw, the one that's been spoiled for a while. But I'll bring it up for anybody who hasn't seen it. This is Chainsaw right here. It is essentially it's a removal spell that you can get off of Stoneforge, but in red. So it's not Phantom Blade, but it's like similar to Phantom Blade, and you get to put it in your red splash lists. I think it's very likely to just be an auto include because it'll be pretty effective. I don't know how effective it'll be compared to Phantom Blade, just because like 3 damage is really good against some things and not very good against other things, so it's hard to say for sure. But I think it's very playable, very easy to put into the deck. It is a permanent for a Johnny that nobody ever really wants to spend a card to remove, so that's cool. And it has some flavor text where it makes your creatures big, but I don't think that I am sure it will literally ever matter, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. So yeah, I think red splash lists are going to be excited to have Chainsaw. I didn't really see any other. The only other one is whatever this stupid card is. Ghost Vacuum. I think this card is probably fine as a possible graveyard hate option. It's nice that it's a 1-drop that you can target specific cards and you don't have to get rid of it when you use it the first time, which makes it different from like, it's not Relic because you get to target it. It's not Soul Guide Lantern because it's not a one-shot option. The 6-mana ability is like theoretically could be like really good. I don't know how real that is, but I don't know. I'm not super into it for D&T. I could see it being okay in other decks. It's another card you can throw into the box of 48 potentially playable but probably not playable Urza Saga tutor options. Not that Saga builds are really on the in the conversation for D&T right now, but you know. Yeah, I don't like the art either. I'm not into it. There's a promo that I think mostly looks worse also, but hey, here we are. Um, yeah, I'm not into this treatment personally, but there's one for Chainsaw also. Yeah, not into it. I totally get what they're going for with the aesthetics of this set. It's not for me personally, so I'll be glad to not have to pick up too many of the cards. Anyway, I think that's pretty much gonna be it. Um, like I mentioned, oh, you thought it was just gonna be the second set of Bloomborough block? I mean, that would have been cool if only blocks existed. God, I really hope blocks come back at some point. It's so exhausting. Um, anyway, like I mentioned, I am going to be playing in a Pauper tournament this Sunday, so please wish me luck. I hope to do well. I'm going to be playing Jund Sadistically combo. Haven't played it a ton, but you know, I feel like I understand what the deck's trying to do. It's got it's got Ichor Wellspring and Deadly Dispute, so you know how bad could it really be? And it should be a very good time. So, um, we'll see if I have the time after that to get that Mardu list I've been talking about ready for the stream on Sunday. That'll happen afterwards. Might not. We'll see. We'll get to it. But I think until then, that is gonna do it. Except I might have to sneeze now. No, it went away. Okay. All right. I'm gonna switch over to this screen. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching me play some dumb white and or black creatures. My favorite deck in the whole wide world, and probably will be for forever. If you missed any of this, VODs will be up on YouTube. I have to catch up on uploading a couple of them, so the past couple are not up there yet, but I will get to it. You can find me on all of these different places on the internet. And yeah, I think that's going to do it. I hope you all have a great night, and I will see you next time.